Hello, everyone. Welcome to another review class for our lung practitioners. This time, we will be reviewing the foundations of the kidneys and the bladder. And we would like to welcome straight from Cebu, Sir Regil Andaya. Sir,
Mayong hapon sa atong tanan.
ayong hapon, Bisaya kaayo, Cebuano kaayo. Wala nag-uwan din ha?
Wala kusog kay ulan diri dok.
Ah, okay, that's blessing.
Kasi gid kagwas.
Okay, let's go. Can you give us the function and the correlates of water element?
So winter is a season. Organs are kidneys and bladder. Systems related are endocrine system, bone, brain. Sense organs is the ears. Water element is related to pre-heaven chi. Emotions is fear. Sound groaning. Manifest in hair of head. Taste is salty. Color is blue-black. Produce marrow. Controls the lower orifice. Houses to willpower.
Ay, tsu pala yun. Dok siya. Tsu. Willpower is tsu.
To.
Tsu. Okay. Naging you. No? Okay, can you tell us about the kidneys as related to the shunt?
Okay. Kidney stores the Jing and not a root of pre-heaven chi. Kidneys are the foundations of yin and yang for all other organs. Kidneys yin seen as fundamental substance for birth, growth, and reproduction. Kidney yang seen as a motive force behind all physiological processes. Kidney yin provides material substratum for kidney yang. Kidney yang is able to eliminate and give functions to kidney yin. They are totally linked and deficiency, with one is interlinked with another. Kidneys are water through Mingmen. They are source of fire in the body.
Okay, so basically kidney yin and kidney yang, they have to coexist, no? They have to be together, which means that if you are initially having kidney yin deficiency, eventually you're going to have kidney yang deficiency. And we need to take care of our kidneys because they store our Qing essence.
Mm.
What is Mingmen? Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, Mingmen.
Okay, cool.
Mingmen.
Sorted.
Mingmen resides between kidneys in the right or in the right kidney, depending on the source. Motive force behind all functionality of the body. Some modern thinkers relate it to the adrenals.
Yeah, that actually translates to do4, no? If you know the location of do4, which is between the bladder 23, that's your Mingmen. Distinguish between pre-heaven essence and post-heaven essence. What is the relationship to each other?
So, Jing is inherited from parents. Sa kodok ha. Sa
Okay.
tato, sir? Ah,
Hello? Sorry.
kaya na kodok.
Okay.
Hmm. Nato yung mga ba? So, Jing is inherited from parents.
Mm.
Pre-heaven Jing nourishes fetus pre-birth and controls development and sexual maturations and fertility. Post-heaven essence is what is refined from food. It can very small way nourish pre-heaven chi. Pre-heaven chi is infinite and is finite, and according to lifestyle can get depleted.
So basically, if you were born with a very weak um, DNA, no, mahina yung pre-heaven essence mo, you can always make up for it by changing
Uh,
your diet, your lifestyle, your everything, no? Because somehow, pwedeng i-replenish ng post-heaven essence mo yung kakulangan. Okay? What are the functions of kidneys?
So there are several functions for the kidneys. We have it stores the Qing and governs birth, growth, reproduction, and development. The second, it produces marrow and controls the bones. Marrow is in many things. It's in the brain. If kidney Qing is strong, if kidney Qing is strong brain function, memory and thinking will be strong. If kidney Qing is weak, then memory, concentration, and thinking will be dull. governs water, like a gate that opens and closes to allow fluids to exit lower jiao. And the fourth one, we have controls reception of qi. Kidneys are root of all other organs.
Yeah, this is very true. That's why we need to take care of our kidneys because the kidneys are the root of all the other organs, no? And okay. If there are people who are born to be quick-witted, very smart, so that means they have good kidney essence or strong kidney essence. So as
We
much,
have we yeah, yes, doc. Sige, go.
sige, sige.
We have something like a saying in China, like those people who have weak thinking, or should I say weak-minded and weak thinking, have a very weak kidneys. So I said, very dull, very weak kidney. Check the pulse.
Ah,
Very,
okay. What do you find
very weak.
with you?
Yeah, but not necessarily. We're not going to mention like they're not necessarily like dull. Must be has something to do with the lifestyle, the diet, as
Yeah,
well as their if they're stressed,
yes.
something like. But the weak kidney should be weak.
And what I like about the kidneys is because it is supposed to store your tsu, no? Your willpower. So for people who lack willpower, they easily give up. Okay? Kaya ako mas kinagaupaw na lang, sige, padayon na gyapon. Okay.
The kidney.
How does the kidney work with other sangfu to govern water?
So there are four first we have kidney provides bladder with qi to store and transform urine. Second, we have kidney yang plays a part of supporting small intestine and large intestine in separating water. Third, we have the kidney yang plays a role with the spleen to transport and transforms fluids. Fourth, we have kidney receives fluid from the lungs, some of which is excreted and some of which vaporize back to moistens the lung.
So there are actually many sangfu organs that are working together with the kidney, no? And to mention, we have SILI, we have the spleen, the lungs. What is Tzu?
Good. Means willpower. The meaning of this is in a Chinese writing. It's not nice this one. It'd be nice if we have the character.
Okay.
Anyway, the other
Sorry.
component is blood with ability to grow. It's nice if we have the character so we can see
Next
how it looks.
time. Yeah.
But anyway, usually Chinese writing is a depiction of graphics.
Yeah, okay.
So
So,
the lower, yeah. So the lower part is the guiding force that correlates the relationship between kidneys and the heart.
yeah. So, the kidneys are always related to the heart. What are some ideas behind the, you know, kidney pathology, why the kidneys fail?
So there are the deficiency we call a shu. The patterns is not possible with to have Jing in excess. Kidneys are the root of other organs, and kidney deficiency will in time manifest in other organs, and pathology in other Fu will impact on the kidney. Excess overwork, sex,
Oh my God.
overwork. Oh, I'm dami na akong ipa. Oh, did I? Sorry, doc. Doc, I mean akong overemphasize.
Okay,
Over.
overemphasize anything. You just made a lot of people relate to it.
Okay. Kidney mental activity depletes the kidney yin, and physical activity depletes the kidney yang.
Okay. So mental activity, you become kidney yin deficient, no? Pag physical activity, you deplete your kidney yang. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us, so since there are no excess patterns, no, in kidney, uh, we only have deficiency patterns. Can you mention them?
Deficiency patterns, we have kidney yin deficiency, kidney yang deficiency, kidney qi not firm, kidney failing to receive, and kidney jing deficiency.
Okay. What about mixed pathologies? I think this is a more common presentation of any kidney issue when a patient comes to you, no? Can you mention
Yeah.
them?
So we have kidney yang deficient, water overflowing. We have kidney yang deficient, empty fireblazing. So we have kidney and liver yin deficiency, and kidney and heart not harmonized, and kidney and lung yin deficiency, and kidney and spleen yang deficiency.
Okay. So pili lang kayo dyan. In my experience, usually it's the
All of the above.
mixed. It's always the mixed. What are signs and symptoms of kidney insufficiency?
So we have dizziness, tinnitus, poor memory, deafness, dry mouth at night sweats, 5 palm heat, weak back and knees, and constipation, and dark scanty urine.
Okay, can anybody relate to this? And of course, when you look at the tongue, in my experience, pag red na nga yan, that's definitely kidney insufficiency. And you don't see any coating together with the stomach. Number 12, what is the treatment of kidney insufficiency, or how shall we do acupuncture?
So we need to tonify the kidney yin. First, we have the REN. What is REN for? REN 1?
Yeah, RAN 4.
No? Okay. Tonify the kidney and yin and Jing.
That's Kuan Yuan
Ah.
for the tonifying the yin. Kuan
Okay.
Yuan, yeah.
So we have kidney 3, 6, and 9, and 10, and then we have to tonify the kidney yin, and spleen 6, tonifying kidney, and the liver yin, and yet calm the shun.
Okay, so first we need to tonify the kidney yin and essence, or the Qing. You need to do RAN 4 and RAN 1. So when you're trying to treat kidney insufficiency, you're actually nourishing the kidney yin. Kasi it's kulang. So the term there should be nourish, no? And then you can choose from either from any of my favorite here will be kidney 3 and kidney 6. Okay. And then kidney 9, kidney 10. Kidney 10 is the foci point of the kidney, which is also very good. And of course, spleen 6, you hit 3 yin organs. We have the kidney, the liver, and the spleen. Etiology of kidney insufficiency. In other words, why do some people develop kidney insufficiency? I am guilty of this. Okay. Sir Rachel?
Okay lang, Dok, ha? Kasi kuha lang sa, Kuya Dennis lang sa.
Okay, Sir Dennis, can you take over? Sir Dennis? Okay, Sir Joe Bill?
Ay, okay na po, Dok.
Sige, sige, go. Dali na
Okay.
lang.
Sige, go. So, where are we?
Yeah,
Pathology
okay.
deficiency?
The causes of kidney insufficiency.
Okay. Causes. We
Causes of-
have chronic illness
Mhm.
and overwork, stress and overextended period, excessive sexual activity, depletion of senior body fluids, and febrile disease, and loss of blood over a long time.
Okay. You choose from any of the 5, then you can have kidney insufficiency. Okay. Now, that's more of mental, no? Pathology of kidney insufficiency. What happens when you have kidney insufficiency?
So we have kidney yin deficiency fails to produce enough marrow to fill up the brain and nourishes the bones. Isa daw ka na busy mo ko daw ko eh.
Uh, it's okay. Doc She, are you there?
Hi, Doc.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
Number 14. What is the pathology behind kidney insufficiency? No?
The pathology of kidney yin deficiency, when kidney yin fails to produce enough marrow to fill up brain and nourish bones. Deficient kidney yin results in lack of fluids, of course. Then deficient kidney yin leads to empty heat. Night sweating occurs because deficient yin fails to hold wei qi at night, allowing precious yin essence to escape as sweat.
Okay. What about the signs and symptoms or the pathology of this time kidney yang deficiency naman? Okay, we're done with kidney yin deficiency. Kidney
So the
yang.
signs and okay, doc. The signs and symptoms of the kidney yang deficiency pathology um, includes lower back issues like and cold back and knees, impotence, premature ejaculation, abundant clear urination, apathy, edema, infertility, poor appetite, loose stools, and the tongue is swollen and wet, while the pulse is deep and weak.
Okay. What about the pathology of kidney yang deficiency? Kanina you mentioned about kidney yin.
Yes, the pathology of kidney yang deficiency yang deficiencies cold in back and knees, weak sexual energy, edema and abundant clear urination, insufficient yang for spleen causing weak muscles, poor appetite, and loose stools.
Okay. Etiology of kidney yang deficiency.
When chronic illness affecting kidney, it is from excess sexual activity and worse when exposure to cold. But if the etiology is from damp retention from spleen deficiency, it can obstruct movement of fluids and further taxes kidney yang, and it is predominant with old age.
Okay. So if you notice, no, parehong may excess sexual activity ang kidney yin deficiency and kidney yang deficiency. So
Kidney
what?
yang deficiency. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So anything excess is ano talaga.
Yes. Okay, untreatment of kidney yang deficiency.
The treatment principle for kidney yang deficiency is tonify and warm the kidney, and then strengthen Ming Men fire by Ren 4 and Ren 6, then Moxa to tonify kidney yang.
Mhm.
Bladder 23, 52, kidney 3, kidney 7 to tonify the kidney yang, and to tonify fire of gate of vitality, we should Moxa do 4.
Okay, very good. Okay, what about kidney chi, not firm? What are the signs and symptoms? Hello?
Wala man, Dok. Ako na lang, Dok.
Oh,
Iwasan
sige,
na lang.
ikaw na. Sige.
No. So we have the soreness of back and knees, abundant clear urination, incontinence and dribbling, weak stream, nocturia, impotence, and nocturia. And men, we have premature ejaculation, spermatoria, and for women we have prolapse of the uterus, and we have chronic vaginal discharge. For tongue, we have pale, and the pulse are deep and weak, especially in proximal position.
Okay, for kidney chi not firm, what do you think is the most distinguishing symptom? No? So kidney chi not firm, in my opinion, it would be the incontinence, urinary incontinence and dribbling urine. Okay, that means the kidney chi is not firm. What is the etiology of kidney chi not firm?
Again, we have excessive sexual activity is a common cause.
Okay.
And we have frequent pregnancies and childbirth may also cause of this problem.
Okay. So if you have a patient who can't seem to control urination, no, merong incontinence, these are the possibilities, these are the possible things that you may ask. Okay, for women, how many pregnancies, no? How many childbirths. Pathology of kidney not firm.
So there are lots of variations of kidney yang deficiency, but not the same cold symptoms. Weak kidneys is unable to control urination, sperm, or vaginal discharge. Weak kidney yang fails to nourish the spleen, resulting in discharges and prolapse.
So as you can see, the kidney and the spleen, they always work together, no? So now, siguro you would know na you need to really do something about the spleen. Otherwise, it can lead to this kind of pattern. Treatment of kidney not firm.
So we need to reinforce and stabilize the kidney qi. And there's other points. So we have REN 4, REN 6, and tonify the kidney yang. We have bladder 23, bladder 52, kidney 3, and 7, tonify the kidney yang. So we have do 4, tonifies the 5 gate of vitality of gate, and then stops excessive urination.
Okay, so you would know the point that can actually help with incontinence or excessive urination. What are the mixed kidney conditions? I know you mentioned this earlier, but let's just mention them again now.
So kidney yang deficiency with water overflowing, kidney yang deficiency with empty fibrillation, kidney and liver yin deficiency. We have kidney and heart not harmonized, and we have kidney and lung yin deficiency, kidney and spleen yang deficiency, and kidney failing to receive qi.
Okay. Kidney yang deficiency and water overflowing. How is this different from kidney yang deficiency? The presence of?
If we have kidney yang, that means we need to see a lot of edema. So we have we have edema in different parts of the body. So it could be edema in ankles. We also have scanty clear urination. If water overflowing or edema around the heart, symptoms of breathlessness. If water overflowing in the heart, we have the frothy sputum, cough, asthma, and we have breathlessness as well. And for the tongue, we have pale yellow, swollen and white coating. And for the pulse, of course, weak and slow.
What is the etiology of yang deficiency and water overflowing? So there's
So
edema here, huh?
chronic retention of dump, and this obstructs the kidney. Dumps come from spleen issue, and if heart and lung are affected, there is deficiency in these organs as well.
So it's kidney, lungs,
And
kidney, lung, spleen, and heart. Pathology of yang deficiency and water overflowing.
issue of the kidney yang and fullness of dump.
Treatment of kidney yang deficiency and water overflowing. Maraming ganyan, ha? Especially when you see their swelling.
So like we have to tonify and warm the kidney, transforms the water points. We have 2-4, bladder 22, and transform fluids into lower tiao. So we have bladder 23 and kidney 7. This is to tonify the kidney yang. Spleen 6 and 9, resolve the dampness. Do 14 and bladder 15, tonify the heart if overflowing in the heart. Do 12 and bladder 13, tonify the lung. See if lung is affected. Doc, can I just, like, for example, this is too much for a needle. So like, for example, if we have problems with the kidneys, is it possible we can just like hit the do 4? It seems like almost the treatments is do 4 only.
Only if you have I think for do 4 that would work well if you only have kidney chi not firm, no? Kasi for example, it can also you try do 4. You have the option naman.
Okay.
Yeah, but kidney issues are usually chronic. So you have to in my case, in my opinion, I should needle the back shoe, especially. But if the main concern is like quite new, no? You can try if you notice wala talaga siyang for acute conditions because basically kidney issues are chronic. Now let's go to kidney yin deficiency, empty fire blazing, signs and symptoms.
So we have malar flush, 5-palm heat, insomnia, and dark scanty urine, excessive sexual desire, constipation. Tongue, we have red pilled crux and red lip, a red tip, and the pools are floating, empty, and rapid.
Etiology of kidney yin deficiency, empty fire blazing.
So same as kidney yin deficiency with additional of emotional problems like obsessive chronic worry and anxiety.
Yeah. So sometimes you cannot prevent this, no? You tend to worry a lot. So if you worry, you can have empty fire blazing. So this time you have a very red tongue. And then it's so dry. Pathology of kidney yin deficiency, empty fire blazing.
So this is an advanced kidney yin deficiency pattern. The symptoms are expressions of empty heat.
Okay. Treatment.
So first we have to nourish the kidney yin, then clear the empty heat. The points are kidney 3, 6, and 10. And for tonify the kidney yin, and we have kidney 9, ren 4, spleen 6, and tonify the kidney yin and calm the shun. We have kidney 2, clears empty 5 from kidney, and heart 5, conducts heat down from the face.
Okay, let's now go to kidneys failing to receive qi, signs and symptoms.
So we have shortness of breath on exertion, rapid and weak breathing, difficulty in breathing, cough, asthma, cold limbs, swelling in face. I think this is
Listlessness.
that's the first word I heard.
Yeah.
Tongue, and when the tongue pale and pulse is weak and tight.
Yes. So if you have a patient who suddenly develops asthma when he became much older, that's kidneys failing to receive qi. And ordinarily, uh, a not so good clinician will treat the kidney, not the lungs. No, will treat the lungs, not the kidney. Diba? So if you want, you can ask, you can see any patient who is undergoing dialysis. You will notice that they have difficulty breathing. They have difficulty inhaling, actually. So that means they have kidneys are failing to receive the qi. What is the etiology here?
So hereditary weakness of the lungs and kidney, long-term chronic disease, excessive physical labor, particularly vulnerable during puberty, and involving standing.
Kaya we can't blame some people, no? Kasi because of poverty, we start working at a very young age.
That's
Okay,
true.
so you're actually, kaya if you happen to be the next president, you have to come up with a program as early as now. Kay kaluoy ba ya, no? The kidneys. So these are the things that you have to consider. The pathology of kidneys failing to receive qi.
So kidney difficulty in receiving qi, kidney yang deficiency plus the lung qi deficiency. This leads to excess qi accumulation in the chest and shortness of breath or asthma. Difficulties in breath and kidneys does not grasp descending lung qi. Fluids accumulate in the face as lung are not able to descend and disperse.
Treatment.
So tonify and warm and stimulate the kidney to receive the qi. So and descend disperse lung. These are the points. We have lung 7 and kidney 6, and open ranmai, and descends lung qi, strengthen ability of the kidney to grasp the qi. Bladder 23, do 4, do 12, tonify the kidney yang. Ren 6, kidney 7, tonify the kidney yang and draw qi down. Ren 17, kidney 25, stimulate reception of qi.
Okay. Lung 7 plus kidney 6 are the confluent points of the conception vessel of the red mind. So, di ba ang lungs, nandito yan siya sa front, no? So, you have to needle the right lung 7 for women and the left kidney 6. For men, it should be the left lung 7 and the right kidney, followed by the right kidney 6. Okay, let's now go to kidney essence or kidney zinc deficiency signs and symptoms.
Oh, weak bones and feet, weak knees and lower back, premature gray hair, weak sexual activity, and for children, we have late closure of the fontanelle, poor bone development, mental dullness, and retardation.
Etiology.
Children, we have poor hereditary constitution. We have weak or old parents. Adults, old age, history of sex. Oh no, again, excessive sexual activity.
Okay. Okay, for children, that's why if the woman is already old, she should not procreate anymore. Diba? Kaya you end up with a child who has kidney essence deficiency. Okay. So women should stop before 40. Siguro 35, 38, ganun. Pathology of kidney Jing deficiency.
Kidney zinc is the root of all of kidney yin and yang, and so deficiency will reflect in both.
Yes. Treatment.
So kidney 3, REN 4, tonify the kidney yin and Jing, and bladder 23. I also hear, I keep hearing this word, bladder 23.
That's the
15.
back shoe of the kidney.
Oh,
We will discuss that in more detail when we take up back shoe points, front move points, and all these point
okay.
categories. Ano pa? She cleft, way gathering points, influential points, Madanyang, or the
Okay.
heavenly star points, or window of the sky points. We have the Sun Si Miao ghost points,
Ah,
duo connecting points. Dami pa. If
so
you
we have got
understand all of that, a very good clinician would know how to use them. Not because like, oh, okay, my favorite one is kidney tree. No, that's a sign of mediocrity. We don't do that in LAM. Okay? That's why we need to feel the pulse. You need to look at the tongue to actually monitor the condition of the patient. Not because the patient is feeling better, he's okay. No, you have to really follow up. In fact, the first thing that you should notice within the hour is a change in the quality of the thickness of the coating. Okay, and if you're a very good clinician, first 2 minutes pa lang, you should already see a change in the pulse. If that doesn't happen, then probably you did not train with the pioneer. This is very important, no? It's not, kaya ako, I have admiration only for those who know how to look at the tongue. If you do not diagnose, like kanina, if you were listening, diabetes, you need to know the patterns, diba? So if you just tell me these are the points for diabetes, then probably I will not listen to you anymore. So just like this one, kidneys. This is basic, okay? Uh, we just don't teach you, okay, the kidney, where does it open? What is the sense organ? That's actually very basic. What is important is early as now, you should be getting used to the patterns. But forgive me because I need to already like make you Google the points, no? Like this one, the bladder 23 and bladder 15. Bladder 15 is the back shoe of the heart. Okay. So bladder 23 is the kidney. And we all know the kidney and the heart, they always work together. They're like fire and water. Okay. Sige, let's go to kidney. Okay, this one is very, very common. Most of the patients that you will see will have a combination, will have a mixed pattern, like kidney and liver deficiency. And you have wala pa pala tayong liver. The kidney and the liver, they have a mutual relationship because the kidney store the Qing, and the Qing, the essence can transform into blood. So when the liver needs it, kasi wala ng blood, this is where the kidney will come to the rescue. So if you keep on borrowing zinc or blood from the kidney, then mauubos yung stores mo. So you grow old fast. In the same way, and also the liver stores blood. If you have an overabundance, if you have ample supply of liver blood, the blood will be transformed into zinc. So, itatago yon. Di ba? When you have extra cash, you have to keep the extra for the future. Di ba? Ganun lang yon. So here, when you have kidney and liver yin deficiency, you will have a combination. But the star here is yin deficiency. If you look at the tongue, it's red, peeled, and cracked. When you have yin deficiency, there is no coating. Okay? Um, and almost always, if the patient has kidney yin deficiency, that means practically most of the organs are already affected, particularly the stomach and the lungs, no? Kaya you have a red tongue. And since this is a chronic issue, when you have yin deficiency, eventually it takes time before the tongue becomes red. And this is where you develop empty heat, no? Kasi pag chronic na, hindi mo na-address yung yin deficiency, it will become red. You will have empty heat. Okay? Does it make sense? And also, when you talk about yin deficiency, you now have the pathognomonic signs. Like, if you notice naman, dyan na naman si malar flush, diba? Oh, scanty menstruation is very liver, diba? So women, if you have scanty menses, that speaks a lot about liver blood deficiency. And liver blood deficiency, if uncorrected, can lead to liver yin deficiency. And this is the time when the liver will need the help of the kidney. Okay? Because the kidney is the mother of the liver. Kidney is water, liver is wood. Okay? Vertex headache, dito sa top, that's very liver. And if it is dull, that means that's been there for quite some time. Okay? And why do you have dream disturbed sleep? Because the Sean is dependent on the blood as residents. So kung parati kang kulang sa blood, remember, when you have yin deficiency, this is an advancement of the blood deficiency. Do you follow? Kasi blood is yin. Hindi mo na-address yung blood deficiency. This time, magkakaroon ka na ng yin deficiency. And the Shan, the mind, is very dependent on the blood, on the yin. So pag kulang ka nun, like kidney and liver yin deficiency, this is too late. Lalo na pag matanda na. Okay? So this is what will happen. No? Okay, I hope that's clear. And the pulse is floating, empty, and choppy. So I'm really sorry because I have to already start injecting points and also even the pulse and the tongue because this is something that you cannot just learn overnight. Just like now, why do you have floating? Because if it's basically you already have heat here. So when the pulse floats, that means the yin is not able to control the yang. Kaya ano siya, superficial siya. Empty because it is a deficiency condition. Okay? Choppy, just like the signal. I had a very bad signal sa internet last night. So it's choppy. Kasi kulang na, putol-putol, no? So etiology of kidney yin deficiency and liver yin deficiency, this will be the same as kidney yin deficiency and liver blood deficiency. Remember, we use the word blood, no? Plus, emotional stresses and problems, anger, frustration. Why did you not own 40 luxury cars? Diba? Unlike the others, diba? Why did you not become part of the government? Sorry. Also may develop from deficient liver blood and yin drawing on the kidney. You understand this, Sir Joe Bell? Okay, so does it make sense?
That's why as well, Doc, some additional lang. because my wife keep telling me like sleeping at night is yin and waking up in the morning is yang. So since the mind and the blood is very dependent on the yin,
Yeah.
so if you sleep well at night, your mind will be affected in the next day. And
Yes.
it makes you really, how to say that? It irritate
Irrita-
irritable,
Irritability.
yeah, irritability, and then have difficulty thinking. If you
Mm,
cannot sleep, the
mm,
yin is just too low.
mm. Okay, so this time you have to start looking for points that will nourish the blood, nourish the yin. Okay?
Mm. Let them sleep.
But remember, basic pa tayo. So nandiyan pero basic natin advanced na. Because we wanted our students to be very familiar already with these things because you don't learn this, especially if you don't actually see patients, no? Yun. Can you imagine if the patient will tell you, Doc, why was your diagnosis not correct? I Googled it. I don't have liver deficiency. But you have, di ba? Ganon. Ay nako. Especially when we go to excess patterns, because most of the patients who come to you will have, especially pag medyo bata-bata pa sila, no? Liver qi stagnation. So let's go to pathology of kidney and liver yin deficiency.
So kidney and liver yin deficiency signs. We have water in nourishing the wood. Yin and blood of liver are dependent on yin and zinc of kidney.
So does it make sense? Can you
Mm.
see now the difference? No? Water is not nourishing the wood. Why? Because it's run out of supply. It's run out of supply. If you are a very if you lack sleep, no, if you have difficulty falling asleep, it starts off as chi deficiency, blood deficiency. Of course, if you have chi deficiency, you'll have blood deficiency. If it was not addressed, if you happen to not go to a very good practitioner, you will have the same problem until ano na yan, nag-advance na yan. That's why we have to always look at the tongue. A practitioner who doesn't look at the tongue, you don't deserve any respect because nagubudol ka. Okay? So I hope you understand why we really focus on tongue and pulse. I still don't consider myself as good because I have seen tongues that, are so difficult to, but I will never give up. So that was what our mentor was telling us. You only become a good clinician if you can treat your patient fairly. How can you treat your patient if at first you don't even know the pattern? How will you be able to know the pattern if you haven't mastered the basics? Okay? Yun.
Sabi niya, sa ganda ng ate mo,
Okay, treatment. So as you can
So
see here, ako na lang. So of course you have to nourish the kidney and the liver. So ideally, you should nourish both the kidney yin and liver yin. Now, when you see these points, it doesn't mean that you have to needle all of these points. Okay? So kidney 3 is the yuan source, the yan source point of the kidney. No, that's then kidney 6 is very good for kidney yin. Kidney 10 is the husi point of the kidney. The ran 4 is very good for tonifying the yin of the body. So you can choose from you can choose one or two. Then for liver 8, since kulang ng dugo, ilagay mo siya sa dagat, no? Liver 8, especially when we talk about the 5 shoe points, the 5 transporting points, no? Yung from the tip of the fingers or from the tip of the toes to the elbow or to the knee, no? There are 5. You start with the Jing well, then we have the Ing Spring, then we have the Shu Stream, then the Qing River, and the Husi. Okay? So yung pa lang, ang dami mo ng points matututunan because there are, that's 5 points per meridian, there are 12, so you've already mastered 60 points. But You need to be very specific. Just like this one, tonifying the liver blood. This is the bakshu, no? Bladder 17 is the bakshu of the diaphragm. This is called keishu. The 18 is the bakshu of the liver. Okay? If you have blood issues, you always tonify the bladder 17. Okay? Bladder 10, this is somewhere here. Dito pala. It clears the occipital headache. No? 220 sa tumoy, that's the vertex headache. By the way, if you have vertex headache, that's almost always the liver. This is my favorite, kidney and heart not harmonized. Because in most cases, if you have, especially if the tongue is red, no? Especially if the tip is red, that means there is a disconnect. Okay, why do I say that the kidney and heart should be water and fire? They should control each other, no? The kidney needs the warmth of the fire of the heart. So that means the heart chi should go down, no? Para uminit konti ang kidney because the kidney doesn't like cold. Okay? So, and also the kidney should also be able to provide water to the heart. Otherwise, mag-go overheat. So, palpitations, this is very hard. Mental restlessness, okay? Insomnia, night sweats, poor memory, malar flat. So if you notice, this is the same, no? Yung yin deficiency. It's just that when you look at the tongue, no? The tip is red. This is not red lip, huh? Red tip. Cracked and red tip, no? Tip is hard. Okay, pag red yan, that means the kidneys are weak, no? Hindi niya na-neutralize yung heat ng heart. So the pulse is floating because the yin cannot control the yang. It's rapid, no? Kasi red nga eh, no? So etiology, it can develop from heart yin deficiency. Paano ba ito nagsimula? From heart blood deficiency, from heart qi deficiency. Also kidney yin deficiency, emotional issues, anxiety, sadness, depression, and this is the pattern commonly seen in menopause. So pathology, kidney yin fails to nourish the heart yin. So you will have now heart empty heat. That's why the tip of the tongue is red. Qing is the foundation of the shan. Do you remember yung the three treasures? We have the shan, the qi, and the qing. No? So qing is the foundation of the shan. And if qing is deficient, the mind suffers. Kaya, if you desire to become pregnant, make sure that you're in good mental health. Kawawa naman yung bata. Manghihina yung king. The treatment, okay, of course, you have to nourish the kidney and heart yin and clear the empty heat. No? So these are the points, kidney 3, 6, 10. For tonifying the kidney yin, kidney 9, ran 4, spleen 6, heart 7, PC 6. Okay, don't worry, Sir Regil. You can use this as a reference because we shall be discussing this in more detail when we discuss the patterns, no? I was thinking like after, we still have 2 topics pa, like pericardium and santiao, and then the liver and the gallbladder. And after that, we go to the pattern differentiation. Kidney and lung yin deficiency signs and symptoms? Does it make sense? Ano bang relationship ng kidney sa lung, Sir? Sir Regil? Remember kanina yung sinabi mo, the lung descends and disperses. Descent. The kidney should anchor the chi of the lung. So if you happen to have weak kidneys, hindi niya ma-anchor yung lung chi. So what will happen? You'll have asthma, you'll have cough. No?
Mag-edema, mag-water retention, mag-cough yun. Yeah, cough. Mag-phlegm.
Yeah. Hindi man
Too much
lumalabas.
water.
Hindi man lumalabas. No? You see?
Too much water.
Okay, yin deficiency, dry cough. which is worse in the evening. If you notice, in yin deficiency, very prominent at night because pag may yin deficiency ka, your wei qi is supposed to be already stored, no? But hindi kaya because kulang ka ng yin. So the symptoms are worse in the evening: dry mouth, thin body, breathlessness, mental restlessness. Actually, if you have lung yin deficiency, be careful, you might have TB. Just like when I was in Cebu, I think he was honest enough to tell me. I have a way of really asking kasi like, do you cough off blood? Hematemesis. Yes. Nagtakipan lahat. TB. Yeah. So you have to have a strong immune system, diba? Para hindi ka mahawaan. And also, what I like about this is when you have lung insufficiency, if you look at the lung area, you remember the lung area, which is behind the tip, may makikita kang dalawang cracks. They may be parallel, sometimes nakaganon. They're not parallel. The pulse is floating and empty. The etiology, look, chronic worry, see, and kidney yin deficiency. Worrying is going to actually deplete your chi. Nauubos yung chi mo. Kaya di ba when you worry, you don't feel like you have energy at all. No? So, yun. So if there is no chi, how can you expect blood to move? So wala ka ring blood. And blood is yin. So you become kidney yin deficient. Okay? And it can also develop from chronic lung yin deficiency. Can be external or internal etiology. Pathology here, it only happens in very chronic conditions and characterized by a general weakness of the body's chi. That is why for those people who are so fragile, so weak, expect this issue. Kidney and lung yin deficiency yan. Especially kung may edad na. Okay? Treatment, nourish the kidney and lung yin, nourish body fluids, the points. My favorite, to open the Renmai, lung 7, kidney 6. Okay? Kidney 3, 6, Ren 4, tonify the kidney yin. Lung 9, lung 1. Dito yung lung 1, no? Usually pag masakit yan, you're hitting the right point. Bladder 43. Yeah. And then we have spleen. Bladder 43 is an outer back shoe. We shall also deal with that soon. Spleen 6, tonify kidney and promote fluids. Next, kidney and spleen yang deficiency. This is also very common. And not too many people realize that if they overindulge in foods that are sweet, yummy, cold, and itong mga fried food, this will weaken the spleen. Eventually, it will affect the kidney. Okay? So you'll have physical weakness, mental listlessness, phlegm in the throat, you desire to lie down all the time, no? Abdominal distension, diarrhea at dawn. Okay? So if you're familiar with the TCM organ clock, you will understand why at dawn and not at some other time. Okay? Aversion to cold sore back, edema of the abdomen and knees, deep, weak, and slow. Etiology, same as for kidney yang deficiency. Excessive consumption of cold raw foods. Okay? So if you lack foods that are going to give you heat, then you're going to have this problem, kidney and spleen yang deficiency. It can also develop from chronic spleen yang deficiency. Pathology, chronic progression from spleen yang deficiency. Spleen is the root of post-heaven chi and kidney is the root of pre-heaven chi. So they also have a mutual support. Treatment, tonify and warm the spleen and kidney yang. So nandito na naman, do you remember the points, Sir Regel? Familiar, no? Kidney, bladder 23. Kidney 3, the yuan sort. Kidney 7 is very good for kidney yang. Ren 6. Remember, we didn't use Ren 4. Ren 4 is for yin deficiency. Ren 6, imomoksa mo pa yan. That's for kidney yang. Do 4, umoksa, remember do 4? Tonifies the fire of gate of vitality. To tonify the spleen, bladder 20, 21, stomach 36. Stomach 25, we tonify the LI. Now let's go to bladder pathology. Can you take this up? Can you take care of this?
So bladder pathology, we have excess patterns, dump cold in bladder and dump heat in bladder. Deficiency pattern, we have bladder deficient and cold.
Yes. Etiology of bladder pathology.
The bladder is a water element and young organ is kidney. Water emotions is fear. Bladder is also susceptible to fear. In children, fear can make chi sink and causes enuresis. And in adults, bladder disharmonies are traditionally associated with feelings of jealousy and suspicion over a long time.
Yes. I've seen this on a patient. He was having this issue because, dito sa amin, we have a lot of foreign expats here. So the wife happens to be very beautiful and very young. And he was like in his 70s na yata, 74. The wife is still in her 30s, 40s. Yun. And and also, if you are a parent who would like to scare his son or daughter, no, this will cause bedwetting. Enuresis is bedwetting because fear can sink the chi. So when the chi sinks, it makes you uh wet,
P.
wet your bed. No. What are the signs and symptoms of damp cold in the bladder?
So urgent, frequent, difficult urination, pale and turbid urine, feeling of heaviness in urethra. Tongue, we have sticky white coat at the root, and for the pulse, slippery, slow, wiry on the third position.
Okay, take note, wiry. Third position. That's the third position. Etiology of damp cold in the bladder.
Exposure to exterior cold and damp.
Yeah, especially when you lounge in the pool every day. No? Pathology of damp cold in the bladder.
The damp and cold obstructs the bladder's function of chi, transformation of fluids.
Treatment.
So as a result of damp scattered cold, remove obstruction from water passages and lower towel. These are the points. Spleen 6, 9 resolves the dampness in lower towel. Ren 7 and bladder 28 resolves dampness in the bladder. Stomach 28, bladder 22 open water passages in lower towel. And Ren 9 resolves the dampness.
It's Ren 3, not Ren 7. Okay, let's now go to signs and symptoms of damp heat in the bladder.
So frequent, urgent, difficult urination, dark yellow turbid urine, feeling of heaviness in urethra, blood or grit in the urine, thirst, fever. Tongue, red body, sticky yellow coating at the root with red spots. And for the pulse, slippery, rapid, wiry on the proximal position.
Etiology.
This condition may start as a damp cold in the bladder and develop to damp heat over time. Anterior pool heat giving rise to painful and urgent urination and possible stones.
Do you know what is the Western counterpart of damp heat in the bladder? UTI, cystitis, acute cystitis. Okay. So if you had damp cold in the bladder before, if hindi siya na correct, it can transform into damp heat. Okay. So if you have interior full heat, you can have stones. Now you know. Pathology of damp heat in the bladder.
So damp and heat obstructs the bladder's function of chi transformation of fluids.
Treatment.
So to resolve damp heat, clear heat, remove obstructions from water and passages in the lower tail. So these are the point. Spleen 6 and 9 resolve dampness in lower tail. Run 7 and bladder 28 resolve dampness in the bladder, clear the heat. Stomach 28, bladder 22 open the lower tail, water passages. Bladder 63 stops pain and urination. The C cleft point and the bladder 66 clears the heat from the bladder. Bladder 66.
C cleft is something that relieves the pain. If you hit that bladder 63, it's so effective. We will also learn what is horary point, all these things. Bladder deficient and cold, signs and symptoms.
The frequent, abundant, and pale urination, incontinence, enuresis, lower backache. So the tongue we have pale and wet, pulse, weak and deep.
Okay. Now you're beginning to understand the importance of tongue and pulse. Treatment of bladder deficient and cold.
So treatment resolve damp, clear heat, remove obstruction from the water passages and lower jaw. Points are spleen 6 and 9. Ran 3, bladder 28, stomach 28, bladder 22, bladder 63 and 66 is the same.
No. I think you got it wrong. It's bladder deficient and cold.
Okay.
Number
So
67.
this is bladder 23, do 4, bladder 28, and the ran 6.
Yeah. What are symptoms of bladder deficiency?
Symptoms of blood deficiency are similar to deficiency of the Mingman. Abundant, clear, colored urination.
What is the function of the bladder?
Pangquang removes water by qi transformation. Turbid part of the fluids separated by the small intestine is passed to urine. The function is reliant upon good kidney yang. Bladder uses yang aspect of the kidney and its actions are related to Mingmen.
Okay, so if you have kidney yang deficiency, you cannot expect your bladder to be efficient. Okay? What is an imbalance of water?
So water issues might be urinary system issues, water metabolism, developmental issues, fertility and sexual issues, adrenal exhaustion, lower back and knee issues can be symptomatic of water imbalance.
What is the function of the bladder again?
To remove the water by qi transformation.
Okay. Tell us about the damp heat in the bladder pattern. Yeah, but this is very common. This is UTI. Hello? Hello?
Frequent urination, dark yellow or so blood in urine, we have sand in urine. Sand in urine.
Yeah, sand. Sedimentation. Sediment.
Those are okay, sediments. Yeah. So thirst with no desire to drink, and hypogastric fullness and pain. Tongue, we have red, sticky yellow, tongue coat on the roof with spots. Pulse, rapid, slippery, slightly wiry on the rear position. What is L?
So,
Lower.
you have thirst with no desire to drink, so that's very damp heat in the bladder. Okay? Damp heat is the same. What are the functions of the kidneys again?
Functioning to move. Huh? The kidney is the sources of all the Jing. So,
Stores the
Happy to mind.
essence, remember? Governs birth, growth,
Also-
reproduction, development, produces the marrow, fills the brain, controls bone, controls reception of qi, controls the two lower orifices. Can you tell us once again the pattern of kidney yang deficiency? Tell us the most.
So we have
Yeah.
low backache, dizziness, tinnitus, cold and weak knees, cold in lower back, feeling cold, weak legs, bright white complexion. Oh, bright white.
Yeah. Actually, the most important here would be the cold, feeling of cold in the low back. When you palpate the low back, it's going to be cold. There's also
Oh.
tiredness, infertility in women. Okay, kidneys failing to receive chi pattern. This is just a review. If you if you remember, there is difficulty inhaling. Okay? Number one yan, clear urination during asthma attack. In children, kidney essence deficiency is manifested by poor bone development. No? In adults, you'll have poor memory, loose
Oh.
teeth, hair falling out, weak sexual activity, low backache, all
Deafness.
these things, deafness. Okay, this is just a review, kidney and liver iron deficiency. I think the most important here would be the insomnia. No, I'm sorry, the night sweats. No?
Pure
Night sweats, insomnia. Yeah. Okay, kidney and heart not harmonized. You'll have palpitations and dry throat in the evening. No? The substance most intimately connected with life itself. What does the essence determine?
So essence determines basic constitution, strength, and vitality.
So this is your DNA.
Oh.
What can insufficient essence manifest us?
Infertility, delayed puberty and growth, and premature senility.
What does it mean by the kidney being the source of primordial yin and yang?
Kidney is sense uh, 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 seeing provides basis for yin and yang.
Okay.
And kidney yin yang are the foundation